Hello Virgos and welcome to your December reading. So, to celebrate Christmas and the solstice, the winter solstice that we're gonna have, I'm gonna do another contest and giving away a free reading. And this time I'm gonna pick among, of course, the subscribers, but the ones of you that commented, that left a comment. So this way it's gonna enhance your chance to win. So, all right. Meditated on your energies, Virgo, and what Spirit wants to talk to you about for the month of December. That means that the energies that are gonna be out there for you for the month of December. Here, the first card is the Prince of Wands. So, this is like passionate movement, fast. You might have like a passionate communication or somebody that comes in your life or an idea that you want to do here now on the spot. After that, I have 4 cards came out together. High Priestess. So there's that spark here, but you're going within to listen to your intuition. Here, to take a decision, I have the Queen of Swords and the 4 of Swords. That is a healed queen that is wise, listening to her intuition and understanding what is in her unconscious and how to move forward, because I have the Chariot with that. The 2 major arcanas here are the High Priestess and the Chariot. So that is moving forward with the integrity of our unconscious and our conscious, being aligned, because we have healed the past pains and disappointments, and that we are now wise and able to perceive with clarity. But the trigger was that Knight of Wands, and after that it is transformed into a Knight of Pentacle. So this is you bringing forward something solid that you want to plant and build. Under our Prince of Wands here, I have the Empress. So that's the Divine Feminine. That is the one that creates and manifests, that is inspired. It is, that's why it's creation. It's the inspiration, and it brews within her, and to giving it the shape that it's going to have. Ruled by Venus, it is abundance. It is unconditional love. It is all of that. But here under your, so that tells me that in a way it's kind of your Divine Feminine that maybe provoked that spark, that I want to create that. I want to create this passion. And under your decision here, with the Chariot, that is based more on your spirituality, on your inner knowledge, I have the 8 of Cups, leaving behind something, understanding that there is more out there, and this is what I want, and this is where I want to go. After that, I have the Princess of Swords. So that means from that understanding on that new path under the moon, ruled by what my intuition was telling me, as if I embody the Empress, what came maybe wasn't enough. There is more out there. And here I have that understanding, and I'm starting to walk that new path that I'm walking solidly and slowly in. Here under that super passionate thing that came, probably manifested by our Divine Feminine for a reason. Here I have the Moon, I have the Page of Wands, and I have the Sun. This is seeing clearly sun and moon together, that means that we understand, see the sun and the moon, you can see it like that. Now they're moving in the same direction, in the same movement, page of wands. So there's like this change of cap, change of direction that's happening. There was a flame, a spark, and when you filtered it through your wisdom, through your healed emotions and your intuition, you had to leave it behind because it wasn't what you actually needed. Now it is clear in the month of December what is in the moon, what is in the sun, what is in your unconscious and your conscious. The light is being shone on it, and there you are, a page of wands with that new direction. Here I have the 10 of Pentacles, something very grounded and solid, that would have to do with that movement, would have to do with it could be the end of a cycle or the summum of a cycle into what is stable and solid, reliable, passed from one generation to another, and all of that. And after that I have the Judgment. So all of this is like a used decision, but that brings you to a higher level of yourself. That kind of, because it's the rebirth with a new consciousness. After a death, therefore after a transformation, after leaving something behind. So let's clarify this for Virgos. For the month of December, Spirit. Virgos. December. Virgo. December. Virgo. December. Yes. What was that Prince of Wands for Virgos? What was that Prince of Wands for Virgos? Was or is. Time is fluid. For some of you, you'll get that Prince in the beginning of December, and others of you, you've already had it. Seven of Pentacles. And that is when we are like pondering and analyzing and looking at this as a good Virgo. You felt that passion coming in, but kind of put a little stop on it and just looking at it. What is it really growing? I'm putting effort into this, but what are the fruits that are actually going to get out of it? High Priestess. So what is your soul trying to tell you about this? High Priestess for Virgos. Temperance. Temperance is a healing. Temperance is also being able to see the big picture of a situation. Your soul is talking to you about that big picture, about that is an experience to mature your heart and to create a true Two of Cups for you. Maybe this was like a passionate affair, and you kind of looked at it, analyzing it, and your intuition was telling you, well, your soul is telling you, well, this is part of, and here I have the Four of Swords again, so you probably retracted, and to try and understand that situation there. Healing also, 2 healing cards, but at the same time your soul knows that it was trying to teach you something in order for you to make a certain decision and truly align yourself into the goal that you really want to get. What is the Queen of Swords? What is that decision? What is that decision? Three of Swords. See, Four of Swords, Three of Swords. Here, it's, in a way, it's to prevent your... see, Nine of Cups. It's like if, yes, this looks so much like my wish, but I know it's gonna break my heart. I know from my wisdom of before. And I have to protect my heart, because this situation is gonna end up being disappointing. There's something missing. What is the Chariot? The Devil. Yeah. Because if, and here I have the Empress. So, see here, we know you're going to end up having that super clarity, or you got that super clarity. If you're under the illusion or just relying on that passionate part, and this at the same time is a lesson, because we have to remember that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and he represents karma in a way of hard lessons of life, of are you going to maintain your vibration at this level, or are you going to rise up? The Chariot makes us rise our vibration because we are aligned. The Empress is a high vibration of what she allows in and wants to create. So it's like if this, whatever came into your life, very flamboyant, that probably really you wanted it. It's like if you're gonna take a decision from a higher space in order to protect your heart, because you know that that situation would have kept you low vibrational, not at your best. And that's why you decide to move forward. Prince of Pentacles. Yeah. See, you're going to move forward out of your higher self, and not maybe your untamed desires or what your ego would want, or maybe it felt very good and all of that, but your higher self there was like, ooh, I know I've been hurt before. This is going to, it's like if your voice inside was yelling, this is going to hurt you. And so you're going to use your strength, and from your higher self, you're going to move forward in your own vibration. And it probably has to do with a union, a connection that you made with somebody. Could be a project for others of you, you know, an offer that sounds so good, but part of you is like, ee. And at this point, I would tell you, ooh, you should listen to that voice inside of you there. High Priestess, Temperance, Queen of Swords, and Chariot. This is higher self speaking for you to, like a lesson. You pass or you don't pass. If you don't listen to all that inner voice inside of you, then you're in for a ride. Okay, Empress. Why is the Empress here? under the kind of the one that imposed the time period to analyze what is that Knight of Wands, what is that passion that comes towards me so fast, that brings out all of this in me, you know. Maybe my past hurts and all of that, you know. Maybe there's a few red flags there. Here with the Empress, I have two major arcanas, Justice and the Magician. So there is your Empress, your divine feminine, that is connected with the whole zodiac and inspired by the divine. It's either finishing, because justice can be, of course we make a decision out of justice, but it's that energy that with a understanding, a consciousness, the sword, that energy that wants to bring in and balance a situation, make a decision to balance a situation. So here we have the divine feminine that manifests, that is love and unconditional love. With the Magician that wants to manifest this. Here, what made her put like a hold on that passion that was coming was because it wasn't fair. There was something unjust in it. So probably the decision is to make a transformation, maybe end it or something like that. After that, Eight of Cups, so I see you leaving that situation because it is not fulfilling you. There's something in it that is not fulfilling you. That is not, and it's also that knowledge that no, I want to manifest higher than this. Eight of Cups. So here I have the Queen of Swords again. So it's a clear mental decision to leave behind, out of a solid knowing your value place, the independent you. You're an earth sign based on your values also, based on your values and your past experiences. And here I have the Seven of Swords, because I think that what you are leaving behind is something that might have been a bit shady, where you wouldn't have had any power in. And it's kind of, you have to leave it behind in order to gain back your power and not to be hurt, not to feel disempowered or get screwed, or that, you know, if something is not up and up. Princess of Sword. Princess of Sword. I want to talk about the Princess of Sword now. No? Not now? Okay. Alright, let's talk about the Moon and the Sun and the Princess of Wands. For Virgos for the month of December. Ah, yeah, that's good. See, learning a lesson, finishing a cycle on what you used to manifest as mirrors in your life. Like, you know, the type of boyfriends or girlfriends or friendships or anything like that, the dynamics you had with other people. You're finishing a lesson through that last little thing where you're deciding to leave behind something that maybe was very exciting but that kept you in a low vibration. It's like seeing clearly exactly what is in my shadow and what is in my light. And I am now making the decision to walk forward with a new way to manifest, to bring my willpower like that in front of me. Because I have finished that cycle. It is done when it comes to the mirrors in my life. Lovers. Ten of Pentacles. It is a decision based on a higher self. Oh, well, yeah. So, Ten of Pentacles, which is the summum of, you know, of how, what you plant and where it can reach. And it is also signifying like the end of a way of what you used to reap from your decisions into a new way. So here is the kind of the flipping point. So there's your decision here. And there's Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. So that tells me that you are going to take that decision. It is a lesson. It is like a karmic lesson. This is very karmic lesson with the Chariot. But you're going to make your decision because it is, what do I want the summum of what I invest and what I do to be? Conflict or balanced? This is your decision. Probably this passionate night here, yes, it would have brought you, there was maybe a lot of inner conflict about it. Because parts of you really wanted it. Maybe you didn't have that for a very long time. But other parts of you were like, you know, that person, he or she is going to hurt you. You know that from your past experiences. You can feel it, and it's not at your highest vibration, and you know it inside. This is balanced, and this is conflict. This is your inner decision you have to take. Do I want to build a Ten of Pentacles that is balanced, or that is going to be filled with conflict? Judgment. And probably anxiety. You're probably like, going to think about this a lot. But there's the Judgment. Okay, Judgment clarified by Judgment. So, yes, you're going to make the judgment because you're going to have the clarity. Ace of Swords. It's going to be obvious for you. I'm going to put the Ace of Swords here. So maybe now they want to talk about the Princess of Swords. See, she's holding that Ace of Swords in her hand. I understand now. Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay. I understand that what I receive in life is based on the decisions that I take. And if I take the decisions from my higher self and I listen to my intuition, having transformed my past disappointments and hurts into wisdom, and I truly align myself and make my choices to leave behind what doesn't resonate with my values, to choose balance. Because now I understand that it is what is in the moon and in the light that actually determines the mirrors in my life. Now I have total clarity. And from that clarity, that judgment. So that tells me that it's going to be obvious for you. It's going to be like, whoa, no. The new me doesn't take less than that. This is what I want to manifest. out of a clear perspective of who I am and what I deserve. And this is what is going to come towards me after this decision. Something inspired from my intuition, here the whole process under the High Priestess. And so instead of a Knight of Wands, maybe I will attract a King of Wands. One that can maybe commit, and he can be very passionate, but he can pour his passion into one project and thinks long term, compared to the Knight of Wands. So kind of maturing your divine masculine, the mirrors of your divine masculine there. So Virgo, of course, it doesn't have to be a relationship, it's on any level of our lives. But there's like this understanding of the mirrors we attract in our lives, of the dynamics that we have in our lives, and making a clear decision about it. I think Leo had something close to that. So I don't know if you are Leo and Virgo close. Maybe check out the Leo one, because he was making a decision. The Leo was making a decision also. A bit in that principle of understanding also. So there must be something out there in the universe, in its planets, Capricorn maybe, showing truly the karma we have to understand in order to be in our power from our higher selves and manifest from there. So this is going to be shown to you in the month of December if you choose to see it. Free will. All right. So on this, I'm going to wish you a wonderful month of December, Christmas and winter solstice. And also don't forget the contest, and to comment and subscribe. I read all the comments and it touches me. Thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for the ones of you that gave donations. It helps more than you think. And this month also I'm going to do a special ceremony on the new moon and the full moon, so that the universe can give you back in the shape that you need. And on this, private readings and everything is written down below anyway. You know that. And so I'm going to wish you a beautiful month of December. See you in January. Namaste.